Hi, I'm Bonita Sussman, and we're in Cote d'Ivoire 2017, doing over 40 conversions. And I'm sitting here once again with my good friend and rabbinical scholar, Alexandre. And it's Alexandre who actually did all the work to put this together. He rented this wonderful space. He organized the converts, he taught the converts, and he translated all the documents that the converts wrote into English so that Beit Din can read and have access to the thoughts of the new converts. And he coordinated all the food and the wonderful cooks that came and made delicious food, the world-class cuisine here. So we're very grateful to everything that Alexandre's done to develop this community over 15 years. And I know that this is my second interview with, right, with Alexandre. So Alexandre, are you proud of yourself?
I'm proud of both of you, both of us, and I'm proud of Kulanu.
Yeah.
We met in 2014. This is how the journey started. It wasn't that easy, but I decided to stick it out because of you're a wonderful mother.
Oh, you're so funny. No, tell us what impressed you the most about the process of this conversion. What did you expect, and what happened?
It was okay because we've been waiting for the conversion with eager expectation. Because for 15 years we've been practicing Judaism, but we were in kind of isolation. And Kulanu helped us. Kulanu removed these barriers, and we're very happy. We're very happy. Things went well, and I know people were under a lot of stress because they were afraid of the question of the bad thing, and sometimes they were contaminating me with the stress.
They were what? Contaminating you? With their stress. Oh my gosh.
But everything went well, and it's okay. The meeting was great. The rabbis were great. Everything went great.
Yes?
Yeah.
What was the most, did you find out, when you sat and you translated every single one, your voice must be gone already from all that talking, but what was the most interesting thing you heard from a convert that you did not know before?
It's about the family lives. It's about the family lives. You know, here in Africa and in Cote d'Ivoire, a French-speaking country, and you know, becoming a Jew in Africa, and particularly in a French-speaking country, it's like being a salmon fish. You're swimming against the current.
Oh, wow.
And people have difficulties with their family, so it's not that easy. And this conversion is a check. It's a check that has been given to us. Now it depends on us how we're going to spend that money. But we have different kinds of objectives. We have short-term objectives, middle-term objectives, and long-term objectives.
So do you want to talk about some of your objectives?
The first one, the most important one, is to be able to read, write, and speak Hebrew. This is the first one.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. And what's for you or for the entire community?
I think we all have the same needs. But for us, for me, for Abi, Abraham Yago, we are leading the community, we are leading the prayers. It's very important. We have some really knowledge of Hebrew, but we want to improve our knowledge of Hebrew because as a rabbi, we're supposed to know more. And the knowledge is in the books, and the books are written in Hebrew. There are some translations available in French and English, but the best books are available in Hebrew.
Okay, what's your second goal?
The second goal is to make many friends just like you. And the third goal is to make many more friends.
Okay.
But the final one for me, I think, is to have a closer, productive cooperation between Africa and Israel. This is my dearest dream.
And how do you expect to do that? What do you, if you had your dream of making this happen, what would you do?
First, it's through informing people of the history of Israel. and inform Africans of their own history, because there are similarities between the history of Israel and the history of Africa. People should be aware that they have the same histories, and they should be aware that the history of Israel is a centrality in the history of the world. The history of Africa is a centrality of the history of the world. So we have the same responsibility to develop this world, because Jews are suffering, Africans are suffering, and the ones who are suffering, it's a paradox. The ones who are suffering are the people who are most responsible, so that they see how to handle things, they understand how to, the whole process to build a productive society and stable societies. And I think that the Jews and Africans are what it takes to build a better world. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what else would you like to say? How do you plan on growing your community and getting new members?
Yes, this is very important. For example, concerning weddings, concerning marital relation, and when leading this project, we realized that it's important to have a connection with the other black communities in the world. Because in Abidjan, for example, in the community we converted at about 50 people. And I know in Cameroon there are people practicing Judaism. I know in Ghana we should come together because Judaism is about it's a community religion. It's about family, how to pass down traditions to the next generations, and we have to be able to achieve that in Africa. Me, for example, I started learning from books, but not everybody is able to learn from books. We also people staying in the villages. We should find ways to reach out these people, because they want, when they hear about Israel, they're very happy. They want to belong to the Jewish people, but the barriers are, first it's English or French or Hebrew, so we should be able to make that easy for them, and we will also be able to build up a big community with good connection and good relationships.
So you have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
I know my husband, Rabbi Jared Sussman, had suggested that you set up like a Jewish meeting club
Yes.
online, like a Facebook page or something for Jewish Africans to meet each other so that we can establish more Jewish families in Africa. That sounds like a great game plan, right?
Yes, it's good. And once the Africans are aware of the history, they realize that Israel and Africa have a major role to play in the world history.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to thank you for all of on behalf of the Jewish people,
Yes.
not only the Jewish communities that are emerging in Africa, not only in Ghana and Kenya and Cameroon and Gabon and many other Nigeria, not only and many more communities that are blooming in Africa, Jewish communities. I want to give you blessings that you serve as one of the models and inspirations of all the other communities to develop on the level that you have developed this community, and that you live to see the fruits of your labor, and that young people will join in, and that this community will go on for many generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much.